I felt moved to do this video because I do believe that our subscriber base is very similar. There are people that watch her videos and people that watch my videos that are looking for information about the military and looking for information from women who are in the military. And that's why I wanted to preface this by saying I'm not trying to downplay her experiences or the things that have happened to her, because I do truly believe she went through some traumatic experiences. However, okay, stop what you're doing right now, y'all. Go ahead and pause for the cause and hit that subscribe button. Your girl is trying to reach her goal of 50K this year, and I'm going to need y'all help. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. Help me reach this 50K in 2021. And while you at it, go ahead and support. Shop the brand at ARMYPrinncess.com. I sell military cosmetics. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So for this video, I'm just going to get right into it and right up front about the situation. I don't want to drag it out any longer because I was already trying to figure out the best way to approach the video. So let's just get right into it. I want to preface the video by saying this. In no way, shape, or form am I trying to downplay the experiences or the situations that this individual went through. I do believe she went through these experiences. They sound like they're pretty traumatic. And it's pretty horrible that she had to experience these things. So I do want to put this up front. I'm not trying to attack her. I'm not trying to attack her channel. I just want to be upfront with you in the position that I stand on the video. There was a comment made towards the beginning of the video where she said that there's no military person on the platform, basically, that's been telling you the truth. Everybody's been lying to you.
I really want you to listen to this video objectively, because there was not a military YouTuber, that was being honest when I was coming up and when I was looking for information. And I see why military YouTubers lie or they stretch the truth.
I'm here to tell my subscribers and anybody watching my videos or her videos. I cannot speak for the other military YouTubers on the platform, but when I give you content, when I give you informational videos, when I show you my life, I'm doing just that. I'm showing you my life and my experiences. When I tell you that I have not been sexually harassed, I have not had anybody make racial comments or racial slurs towards me or make racist statements towards me, that's my truth. That's my experiences. And I will not get on this platform and speak to things that have not happened to me. So I'm sorry if people watch my videos and they feel like I'm lying to them. Just like she said, I have no reason to lie. I literally started my channel because I just wanted to show my everyday life, and that's exactly what I'm going to continue to do in the vlog style, show you my everyday life. I felt moved to do this video because I do believe that our subscriber base is very similar. There are people that watch her videos and people that watch my videos that are looking for information about the military and looking for information from women who are in the military to help ease their comforts and ease their worries about joining and going through basic training. And so by looking at her video and watching it, I realized that we have had two very different experiences in the military. And that's why I wanted to preface this by saying I'm not trying to downplay her experiences or the things that have happened to her, because I do truly believe she went through some traumatic experiences. However, I want to explain to my subscriber base that the experiences that she has, the experiences that I have, and the experiences that you may have are going to be different. It's just plain and simple. And the information that she was putting out about some of the situations, not all of them, some of the situations and some of the experiences that happened in the military were very generalized. And it was almost kind of condescending, as though, believe me, trust me, this happens in the military and it's going to happen to you. And I don't think that that's how she intended it, but as a viewer, that's how I took it. And
honest, it literally hurts me to see my old videos. And I'm honestly like, I've been wanting to delete this channel for so long because it literally hurts my heart to see that I feel like I'm lying to people, that I'm not being honest with them, that I'm not really taking my time to prepare people who don't know what they're getting themselves into.
I want my subscribers to feel that it's necessarily going to happen to them. Now, let me just be clear and say this. There are bad people in the military, just like there's racism outside of the military, and there are bad people outside of the military. And she did say this in her video. The military doesn't screen you for racism when you join. So there are people from all walks of life that join the military. She goes into a lot of detail about her experiences in the military, and I'll link the video below, so make sure you check out her full video to watch it for yourself, just so you can get her whole story of what's been happening to her. She does a very, very good job of explaining in detail a lot of the events that have happened to her from the start of her career up until now. She talks very detailed about basic training. So let's start with that. In basic training, she explains how there was a drill sergeant that gave her, I don't know if it was a drill sergeant or first sergeant, but somebody in her platoon, as far as leadership, gave her a coin for doing very good on a PT test where she practiced her push-ups. And there was a drill sergeant that asked her about the coin, took the coin and threw it across the room and made some racial comments. So she went to her first sergeant, and he kind of blew it off and dismissed the situation. Now, let me say this. That's horrible. And I feel very bad that that happened to her, or if it happens to anybody joining the military. But in that, she kind of made a lot of generalizations about how that's how the military is, and that happens, and that should have been her light that went on to say that this is what it's going to be like for her.
I'm not going to spend time on it. I'm just going to move on, because it's nothing else that I can really say about this situation to make you understand how I knew right then and there that I had made a huge mistake that I was going to regret. I wasn't even like a month old into the military when that happened. Okay. Just keep that in mind. Basic training. It started in basic training. Okay.
So when I joined the military, I literally had none of those experiences. And what kind of made me mad, kind of made me angry about the video was a lot of the generalizations that she was making. And that's what I want to talk about more particularly, because I'm not going to speak to her experiences. Like I said, I didn't have those experiences. But when I came in the military, I did not have any of those experiences. So I don't want to say it's hard for me to believe, because I do believe that there are racist people in the military. But what I want people that are joining the military, or people that are coming in, to understand that the military is no different from your everyday life as far as the people that are in it. You're going to get racist people if you work at Google. You're going to get racist people if you work at Walmart. You're going to get racist people if you work at Amazon. Like I said, it's the nature of the beast. It sucks. It's horrible, but it's life. There are racist people in the world. I think that people think that the military is this little world or this little bubble that is excluded from these events and these people, and it's really not. It's very, very sad, and it's very unfortunate that these things happen to her in basic training. But I don't want you to believe that this is going to be your experience. It was not my experience. And me listening to her story and other people's story, because I don't want to downplay it, and I don't want you all to think that it doesn't happen, because I've heard lots of people, thousands of people, say that experiences similar to hers that have happened to them in the military. But I hear it, and it makes me think like, well, damn, did something happen to me? And I just didn't, it went over my head, and I just didn't notice it. And it really had me thinking back, like, everybody says it's so bad and it's so racist. I have been through my whole military career where I don't think I've ever had anybody blatantly, now whether they said something behind my back, whether they pushed my paperwork to the back of the line and it made me wait longer, I don't know it. But blatantly to my face, I don't believe I've ever heard anybody say any racial comment to me. I do believe, like I said, there are pockets of the military where that culture happens. I'm not going to say it's accepted or it's acceptable, but that culture happens. And I do believe, for me, I've been very fortunate to be in units. Maybe it's a medical unit where it's very diverse. You have men and women, a lot of men nurses, a lot of women nurses, a lot of people from all walks of life that are medical, and not just one, like, infantry is kind of like one set group of people. I think in the medical field is more diverse. So I think I've been fortunate to be in the medical field where I'm kind of like shielded from that. Because who's to say what my experience would be if I was in an infantry unit, or an armor unit or a cab unit. Like those units that are primarily men. So I always say that there are things that will tailor and will shape your experience in the military. And I believe your job, your unit, and your leadership have a lot to do with your experience in the military.
So every situation that I have had to report someone, I've always ended up working around the individual. Sexual harassment case, I ended up working around this person. He got kicked out of the military after harassing somebody else and then failing a drug test. And then I still had to see this person. I still had to work with him.
To me, she kind of generalized a issue where she said she launched an investigation. There was no investigation launched, but she let leadership know, and she still had to work around those people, and it came back unfounded. And she kept saying, "It's always unfounded. It's always unfounded." That is not the case, and that's why a lot of the things kind of like I had to sit on this video because of a lot of the things are generalized. I will say that we did have a female in my unit, my direct soldier, that launched an investigation, and her investigation came back founded. Now, there's some cases where people spoke out and nothing happened. Sure, probably. But I don't want you to think that that's always the case, because it's not always the case. I've seen it with my own eyes where an investigation was launched. The investigation came back founded, and they did remove the senior leader from the section to move it away from the soldier. The soldier never had to see that person again. So it's just little things like that that really kind of, it's very misleading to somebody that's joining the military.
I've tried my best to create a safe environment to share information for you guys so that you can make educated decisions. But it breaks my heart when people reach out to me saying that, "Oh, I would not have joined the military had it not been for your channel. Oh, you make me so comfortable about leaving for basic training. I was so nervous and scared." You should be scared. You should be scared. It's your life. And it's nothing to gamble with. Being in the military is very traumatic. I'm just being on. It's traumatic. It's very traumatic. The things that you'll see, the things that you'll hear, the things that you'll do, it can be very traumatizing. So I would be a liar if I sat here and I encouraged you to feel better about your decision. It's very traumatizing.
I can tell you right now that the military is the best thing that has happened to me. I can tell you right now that there are people who probably do need to join the military, and the military would be very beneficial for them. So I will never come on my platform and tell somebody you shouldn't join and you shouldn't feel comfortable watching my videos because it's a traumatic experience and it's the worst thing in life. Like, I really woosah, because that's how I took the video. And I can tell you this, the military has been the best thing that has ever happened to me. Had I not joined the military, I would be back home in a dead-end city with 2 or 3 kids, a baby daddy, and no career. I wouldn't have my business. I probably would have my degree, but I would be struggling. I wouldn't own 3 houses. I wouldn't have met the man of my life. Like, the military has done so many great things for me. When I tell y'all, I'm so happy I joined. I talk about this in a lot of my past videos. It is literally the best thing that has happened to me. And I do not want my subscribers or any future subscribers to watch her video and to think that that's how the military is.